I was being hunted by a bear in the woods. The thing that saved me was so much worse. A lumbering black shadow, moving silently between the trees, always keeping the same distance. It was patient. It wasn't in a hurry. It knew it had all the time in the world. The beautiful forest had transformed into a claustrophobic, terrifying labyrinth. Every tree was an obstacle that hid me from it, but also hid it from me. I kept moving, trying to execute my wide, circling maneuver. But the terrain was getting thicker, forcing me into narrow game trails. The distance was closing. I could hear its heavy breathing now, a low, guttural huffing sound that seemed to vibrate through the ground itself. The pretense was over. It knew I knew. And it was done being patient. I glanced over my shoulder. It was only 40 yards away now, and it was moving faster, its walk breaking into a low, loping trot. The rational part of my brain screamed, "Don't run." But the primal, terrified lizard brain took over. All my clever plans evaporated in a cloud of pure panic. I ran. I crashed through the undergrowth, branches whipping at my face, my lungs burning. I didn't care about the trail anymore, I just ran downhill, hoping to gain speed. Behind me, I heard the bear break into a full charge. The sound was apocalyptic. It wasn't a lumbering beast anymore, it was a freight train of fur and muscle and teeth, snapping trees like twigs, its paws thundering on the forest floor. It was gaining on me. I could feel it. I was going to die. A stupid, terrified death, torn apart in the middle of nowhere. And then I heard the whistle. It was a simple, clear tune. A lilting, three-note melody, like someone casually whistling a folk song. Do-dee-doo. It cut through the chaos of the chase, clear as a bell. It sounded human. It sounded like help. My brain, desperate for any shred of hope, latched onto it. A ranger? Another hiker? Someone had heard the commotion. The whistle came again, from somewhere ahead and to my right. Do-dee-doo. It was a signal. A direction. Without a second thought, I veered toward the sound. Hope gave my burning legs new strength. I scrambled over a fallen log, my eyes scanning the trees ahead for a flash of color, for a friendly human face. The bear was roaring behind me now, a sound of pure predatory fury. It was so close I could smell its hot, musky scent. "Help!" I screamed, my voice cracking. "I'm here. Help me." The whistling continued, but it seemed farther away now. The notes were fainter, more distant. My heart sank. Was I going the wrong way? Or was my savior moving away from me? Panic surged again. I just had to be faster. I pushed myself harder, my vision starting to tunnel. The sound of the bear was right at my heels. I could practically feel its breath on my neck. I burst through a final curtain of ferns into a small, unnaturally quiet clearing. And I saw him. It wasn't a ranger. Standing in the middle of the clearing was a man. Or the shape of a man. He was impossibly tall and thin, like a figure stretched out of a nightmare. He wore tattered, filthy rags that hung from his skeletal frame, and a wide-brimmed, stained hat was pulled low, shadowing his face. Long